cocking. My penis is cocking.
Hey everybody, my name's Chris Warren.
My name is Matt Lopes.
Welcome to the You Should Be Worried podcast.
I keep doing this thing with my fucking jaw because the inside of my ear is clogged. I feel like that would work, but it doesn't even work.
I was telling you, you just got to heat up like a sewing needle and just like put a little boop right in the ear, and that'll let it drain.
Drain it.
Yeah, let it drain out.
Let it drain. I might do that.
Yeah, just a little quick like boop, and you'll hear ringing for a second. But
I
that's
really
normal.
think that I'm doing something by doing that, and I'm not at all.
You just look like you're having a stroke.
All right. Anyway, welcome guys. Welcome to the podcast. Ben's got a fucking new tattoo.
Yeah, can we get that on camera, dude? It's fucking sick.
Audience applause break for Ben and the new tattoo. Show the fucking audience the tatty.
Look at
Look
that.
at the daddy.
It's Malcolm
Look at
on
the
a
daddy. Look at
skateboard,
the
dude.
tatty.
Little Malk.
Oh, how poor thing.
We'll put a picture in post. We'll fix it in post.
Look how good that looks. Look how fucking good that looks. When Ben first got it, he had like a pocket of like ink.
Yeah.
Or I guess it was blood. It was dried blood. But I always thought that when you like, you know how like it turns black for a little bit, like you get like a little pocket of black on you.
Are you talking about
You
when
ever seen that?
You put the like cellophane looking stuff and it
Yeah,
fills up with the
and
liquid.
it fills up with the liquid. I always thought that was extra ink, like flowing out of the tattoo.
No, that's your skin
It's
like
blood.
trying to fight off the tattoo as
Dude.
an infection.
That's crazy. So now two of us are tatted up. No, I've never cleaned a tattoo. I don't understand how you. I swear to God, I've never cleaned a tattoo.
What do you mean you've never like you got a tattoo?
I've got a tattoo and then I just chilled. I just
and then
chill
for
out.
3 weeks you just don't shower,
Well, yeah, no, I shower.
and then are you like scrubbing it in the shower?
I'm not scrubbing it. No,
You're just gently washing it, right?
just gently washing it.
That's washing a fucking tattoo, dude.
Oh, see, I thought that you're in the bathroom right now, just
Well,
like
that's
fucking
what- that's
with
what
like
I
a
was told.
Q-tip, like putting
No.
Neosporin on it.
George was telling me to fucking 3 times a day, get soap and water, and then after that Aquaphor and like rub the Aquaphor.
What is Aquaphor? Is that toothpaste?
No, Aquaphor is like
Ben's just putting Aqua Fresh into his open wounds.
Aquafresh. What's
Locks in
Aquaphor?
the ink.
Isn't Aquaphor the things that you put in the plants that feed water on its own to the plant?
no, it's like a chapstick,
Oh, okay, cool. It's a tattoo chapstick.
pretty much.
That's fire.
Use it on your face.
That's
to get
really
fresh
cool.
skin.
Well, nice. Well, congrats, Ben, on the tattoo.
Congrats to the congrats on the tattoo.
For those of you only listening, I can only describe what Matt is doing as something I saw. The only thing similar I've ever seen is when I was in the mental hospital. There's a guy that used to twitch like Matt's twitching in the corner, just talking about how Jesus saves, but he also destroys. It's like, all right, that same guy, actually, on my last day there, he would always sit in the corner and just be like, Jesus loves you. And I was like, thanks. He's like, but Jesus also destroys. And I'm like,
What?
All right.
What does he destroy?
I didn't ask. I was like, I'm going to keep it moving. And on my last day there, he just stood up.
Jesus destroyed Mary and Joseph's relationship, their marriage.
Dude, my last day I was there, he just got up and just like pissed on the table with all the like magazines and books on it.
Yeah.
And that was it. He got tackled. Like
You're like, I'm gonna miss that guy.
immediately got tackled to the ground and like got shot with whatever they do that like knocks you out, like the Xanax and a
Christ.
syringe. And then they were
The
like,
rhino.
they're like, oh, Mr.
tranquilizer.
Warren, your mother is here to pick you up from the psych ward. I'm like, great. I'm gonna go explain to my mom how I, as a 27-year-old man, ended up in the psych ward.
Damn, dude, that shit's so fire. You drinking? What is that? Coffee? You drinking coffee today?
Actually, this is all because I don't clean up after myself. This is all from the last
Wow.
episode. I'm bad.
So you're not drinking anything right now?
No.
Earlier this week, I saw a video of like a woman
Yeah.
who was drinking coffee, and she drank the entire thing. And at the bottom of the coffee, there was a dead little mouse at the bottom of her coffee, meaning that the mouse was in there the entire time she was sipping the drink, and she was sipping all of the like
Dead mouse.
the dead mouse, like the fur and
juice.
like all of the.
It was
inside
like
of the
his
mouse
version of like
inside there.
the tattoo bag thing, but like as a mouse. It just everything was
100%.
in the bile.
Dude, and some people were like in the comments like that's not real. Like the cups
I
are
hope
served.
it's not real.
The cups are served you upside down anyway. Like there's no way a mouse could get into the cup anyway. And I think that they were all just like lying. I think they were just telling themselves what they wanted to hear so they could believe that doesn't happen in the world.
They were all packing a big lip of Copenhagen.
yeah, exactly, dude.
I just want to say I've been carrying that one around for about 3 months waiting for the perfect opportunity.
Applause break it then.
And I just nailed it.
That's, dude, good for you.
And I'm starting to go home, so it's like someone's already tweeted that 7 times. Like, fuck! I came up with that on my own. I'm a genius.
Yeah, dude, honestly, good for you, though. Me and you, right here and now, we'll say that you did that.
Yeah, I bet if you hear anyone else doing it, they stole it from me.
Yeah. Can refer to them to this video by copy link and sharing it.
Oh. Dude, I on the way here, an interesting thing. I went. You gotta stop.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I went into the gas station, and I was getting everything I needed to get, and then I was like, also, I need cigarettes, because every once in a while I switched up, and the guy was like, Newport 100s. I didn't ask. He just said. I was like, this guy thinks I'm cool enough to smoke Newport 100s. I was like, obviously that's what I smoke. And then I hadn't had Newport in years, and I went outside and I smoked a Newport 100, which are the long ones.
Yeah.
And I felt so sick that I just had to sit in my car for a good 6 minutes before I could drive again.
No.
I was like, I'm not tough like I was
You're not
in
cool
my
enough
youth,
for the
dude.
Newport.
I'm not cool enough.
You're not Newport enough. You're not Newport enough. All right. You're not from Rhode Island enough.
I did have I'm going to kill you. I had an interesting weekend.
Yeah.
I went up to Lowell, Massachusetts, which is the Bridgeport, Connecticut of Massachusetts.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Known for what? Good price rent. Known for nice and low rent.
Yeah, nice low rent for no reason. And
for zero reason.
Yeah, so I was seeing a bunch of my friends up there, and man, like we have gone on some very different pathways in life. I was sitting there, and they're all.
You have friends in Lowell, Mass?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got friends all over the country, Matt.
Okay, go ahead, continue.
All my college friends went off to be successful in all parts of the world.
In Lowell, Mass.
In Lowell, Massachusetts.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get so successful, I'm going to move to the Bridgeport of Massachusetts.
You too could move to the Bridgeport of Massachusetts.
If you go to Syracuse for 1 semester.
You too. But so we went there, and I was just, we've gone some different life paths because my 3 friends are there, and they're all talking about buying a house.
Okay.
But like not.
Together?
No. I'd be really hurt if all 3 of them were like, we're buying a house. We've been
you?
talking about this for months without you. When you're not, we have another group chat specifically to talk about buying a house.
Yes.
But they were all talking about like buying houses. And it wasn't like what I've heard in the past where people are just like, oh, that'd be cool. Or I kind of want to live in this town or whatever. Like this is the kind of house. Like they had specifics. So like, no, I went to a listing with a realtor and I saw this house and this is what the mortgage would be. And here's what the school system is for when we have kids.
Whoa,
and they're like, it's getting way too real.
Ew.
And
they're looking at the wrong things.
They're all looking at that and talking about that, and they're like, "What I have to put a down payment of this to have like an ARP of this."
Oof.
And I was just
ARP. What are you, 70 years old? Am I right?
And I was
Go fuck yourself.
I was just sitting there like, "Oh my god!" And they're like, "But how's that comedy thing going? That's good, right? The podcast people. I don't listen to that, but people listen to that, right?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna get a house too."
We are clinging to our childhood.
Clinging.
Like Mario in that one old Nintendo game where he's on the cage, and he fucking whacks the cage when he passes a turtle on the other side of the cage. That's what we're doing, but with our childhood.
Specific reference. Oh, the best part of the weekend though.
Everybody else is growing up.
Not me. I'm gonna be a boy forever.
You look like Peter Pan.
Yeah, I got the ponytails in today.
Dude, yeah.
Pigtails, I guess. These are pigtails.
You could totally play Peter Pan.
I think I'd be a good Peter Pan, just me talking to a bunch of 8-year-old boys like, come on, run away from your parents, come have fun with me in the woods.
I'll be the fat raccoon boy. Little fat raccoon boy.
No, in Hook, when he turns into a ball and he rolls down the hill and takes out a bunch of the pirates.
I've never seen Hook. Is that
Hook's
Robin Williams?
Great. Yeah, that's the Robin Williams one. Such a good movie.
Robin Williams never seen me. Why should I see Robin Williams?
That's true. Also, the guy committed suicide. So he's kind of a fucking loser.
And what message is that spreading?
Yeah, what a lame.
Why would I go and watch any of his movies now that he is the main supporter of suicide?
Yeah, gross. Honestly,
it's like he's like worse than Kevin Spacey.
And he named his daughter Zelda, which is like
that's cool as fuck.
No, that's gross.
No, I like that.
That's like the 90s equivalent of like now naming your daughter Daenerys Targaryen. It's fucking gross.
Oh, right. You can't do that now, you're saying?
No, it's just the equivalent. Like, it's cool now because it seems kind of antiquated because it's from like a time gone by. But imagine like if you were there, if you saw it at the time when she was named that, you'd be like, fucking gross.
I don't
dude.
think it's the same as naming your kid Daenerys. I think it's the same as naming your kid 11, like from Stranger Things.
If you
I
name
think
your
that's
kid 11,
cooler.
I think your whole family should be euthanized.
I think that's cooler.
The mother,
You
the
guys are
father.
comparing movies and video games. It would be like naming your kid Simon Ghost Riley.
Is that a COD player?
Yeah,
Is it COD skin? It's like
Ghost.
naming your daughter Viva Pinata.
I'm
Is
gonna,
that the name of the game? I don't think that's the. I don't think that's the name of it.
I'm gonna name my son
Thinking of
Lanky Kong.
Animal Farm.
I think of Animal.
No, Viva
Crossbreeding.
Pinata was a game. Viva Pinata ruled.
It was
Viva Pinata,
Hell
filled
yeah.
with fun for everyone.
It's like
Viva
naming your
Pinata.
little kid Little Big Planet.
Little Big Planet, my child.
Little is her first name, Big is her middle name.
This is my
She's got
child.
a tough life at school.
This is my child, Resident Evil 4.
Warren.
Resident Evil 4 Warren.
This is the best podcast in the world. Coming at you live from Ben's house.
But so what I was saying is, so when we went,
Yeah, you had a good weekend.
so we went to my friend's house, and one of my friends got the host friend a Mujahideen rug.
My favorite Dune character.
Yeah. Mujahideen. But you got a Mujahideen rug, which is like in Afghanistan. For those that don't know, they have a tradition of making rugs about the like American Afghanistan war.
Okay.
And so it just has like tanks and missiles on it and like the Afghan flag and a bunch of AKs. And it's just like a little rug, but it's made by hand. And so my friend got it from my other friend who loved it. And let me tell you, his girlfriend that he lives with, not a fan of that being in the house.
You had to watch that.
Did
happen.
not. They had a little bit of we almost caused some domestic violence in that house.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. But what saved it is we're like, let's just put it out for the day we're here and just see how we feel about it. Let's just our friend had to get this all the way from Somalia. We're gonna like be nice about this,
Right.
And so it's there.
She can't get mad if it came from Somalia.
And dude, the cat, her little cat,
Yeah.
came over and just sat on it the whole day. He fucking loved that rug. That was his favorite place to sit. We kept moving him. He went back to it. He's a little Mujahideen dude. He was on there praying towards Mecca, having a great time.
Mujahideen.
Well, so
My favorite
shouts
Sacha
out to my
Baron
little Mujahideen
Cohen
cat,
character.
dude. That guy knows what he's going for.
So wait, when he liked it, did she like kind of did she warm up to it a little bit? Now that
She
she's a
got
cat
so
knows?
mad that the cat liked the rug.
Oh fuck.
Was furious at the betrayal of this cat. It was unacceptable.
Jesus. Why would you get so mad at a? Did you ever, now you just have a rug with
okay.
a U.S. tank on it.
Because these are like upstanding citizens, right? They have good careers. They're normal.
Yeah.
And then you just bring a Mujahideen rug.
I don't understand what Mujahideen is.
It was the name
Why
of
do you keep saying that like you think I know what that is?
because it's a very culturally relevant thing. It's like anyone over the age of 20 should know what that is. But they're basically what the Taliban went on to be.
Okay.
They were like the precursor to the Taliban. The Mujahideen were fighting the Russians when the Russians invaded Afghanistan in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's actually, we trained the Mujahideen to fight the Russians with the CIA. And actually, one of the Mujahideen we trained was Osama bin Laden.
Oh, he was a Mujah.
He was a Mujahideen, and then he went on to form his own splinter group called the Taliban. And then, they did
His own
what they
splinter
did.
group called the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
Ninja Turtles was one of Splinter's groups.
Can you imagine if it was turtles that flew those planes?
Really slow-moving planes.
Cowabunga!
They crash into a mountain and there's fucking pizza just fucking flies out of the like Sonic's rings when he gets into it.
Dude, what the fuck?
What
is going on with you, Matt?
I can't hear anything out of my right ear.
You're facing the left, so it doesn't,
No, I know. But like the fact that nothing is coming in through here, I still realize it. Like my hearing is practically cut in half right now. And even though nothing is coming over here anyway, I can't hear that. That's a problem.
Can you just get this shit checked out?
I did. I did what Chris told me to do. He told me to go into a walk-in and they'll just fucking get all the wax out. And then I went to the walk-in. I was like, oh shit, I'm so excited. I'm gonna fucking hear so good. And they were like, no, actually, have you had a cold recently? I'm like, yeah, I'm coughing every once in a while. And they were like, oh, then that means you have like, it's on the inside of your head. It's not in your ear. It's on the other side of your eardrum, clogging up those pipes inside your head. So they have me on Sudafed.
I'm sure that's the term.
Wait for it to pass.
I guess so. But like me going to sleep, I'm like, okay, what do I do?
How long has this been going on?
What?
How long have you not been able to hear out your ear?
Like 3 days.
And you've been on Sudafed for 3 days?
I've been on Sudafed since today.
Oh.
I got it this morning.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't really have a very sense of urgency when it comes to taking care of myself.
Then stop fucking complaining about it.
Dude, Ben's had enough, dude.
He's been doing
sorry.
lockjaw like he's missed his tetanus shot all morning.
Holy shit. In high school, we had this one fucking kid. I'm not going to say his name, but like during gym, he used to, like, he was, I think, on the spectrum. And I don't know.
Only during gym.
During gym.
He would get in that gymnasium and lose brain cells.
Gym, while everybody else was like running or sitting down while the teacher was like talking or teaching about something, this kid would sit like a frog. And he was like a really tall, skinny, like lanky kid. So when he sat like a frog, he looked like a frog, you know? He had the frog legs.
Ribbit.
And he would literally jump while the teacher was talking and all the kids were sitting. He'd be behind the kids just fucking jumping like a frog. Just like...
Dude's got powerful legs, dude.
Dude, yeah.
We would have to do that in conditioning. That shit hurts.
Yeah, but he has like he had the timing down perfectly where it wasn't like rapid jumping. It was like
boing,
boing,
natural boing,
boing.
Yeah,
dude. It was the funniest.
And you're just
thing,
hearing
dude.
the sound of like sneakers hit gym floor.
Yes.
You're like,
I remember a bunch of kids. It was so fucking sad. During like English class, they would like play dog whistle sounds. It was just at the frequency where like people like you might be able to hear it.
Yeah.
And he had like some supersonic hearing, so like no one else would hear the frequency. He'd be like, "Ow, ow, what is that?" You know, and the teacher would be like, "What's wrong with you?" Dude?
As he's hopping.
dude, that is so mean.
I know. On the last day of school, though, he moved down to Florida, and I didn't really know that I had like an impact or that we were cool or anything. But he came up to me and he was like, he didn't even like. In order to say goodbye, he didn't like say goodbye or whatever. Like I didn't really talk to this kid.
Yeah.
But I guess I was just nicer to him than other people were. And so on the last day, he comes up to me. He scares the fuck
Don't
out
come
of
to
me.
graduation,
No,
Matt. You're always
he
nice
like
to me.
appears. Like I turn my head and he's just there, and he goes, "Matt." And then he gives me a big hug with his long arms, and I'm like, "Oh my god, dude, hell yeah!" I loved it.
Did you guys have the thing? I feel like this
was the
happened
best.
in every school where like you played dodgeball, and the kid that was like, you know, every high school had a version of the kid Matt's talking about on the spectrum.
Yeah.
And you'd have that dodgeball day, and they just fucking peg a girl in the face.
Yo,
I feel like everyone had that experience in high
There was
school.
this girl at my school who fucking, like, I don't know if it was just a wrong place, wrong time situation, but she was just always like, if we were playing frisbee or softball or whatever the fuck, she constantly got fucking clobbered by one of my friends. Like
Just giving her
like, running and
CTE.
trying to like catch something, or
Holy
like she
shit.
was always running into a wall, running over the bleachers, or running into another person, and it was so funny, dude. And to like tuck laughter when someone's crying is so hard because then you just get in trouble.
Yeah.
No, but that's when it's funnious when you can't laugh.
That's
and
what I
you're
was
just
always getting in trouble, dude.
do you see someone get a life-altering injury, and you're just like, don't laugh, don't laugh, don't laugh, don't laugh.
You ever see that video of people of kids doing backflips off of onto the gymnasium floor and they fall wrong? Like, and they're like, how did you get up there in the first place? And
The
they're doing,
closed bleachers, they like climb up the closed bleachers.
Yes, dude, and they're backflipping off it, thinking that they're gonna land. They're never
also-
gonna backflip in their life.
there was no
and
mat.
They hit the floor hard, dude, and they bounce off the floor like.
Dude,
You ever see those like it's on Vine or
That's
whatever?
fucked.
It's fucking incredible.
my favorite gym class story was this was my version of your frog kid.
Yeah.
even say his name.
Craig Lindale.
It was no, I never actually went to school with Craig Lindale.
That's right, because he was 15.
Yeah, he was 15.
And you were 24. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, that's a bit of an exaggeration, but not really that much. But so we were playing tennis because for some reason senior year, my high school had all these tennis courts. Like, we're gonna use them.
Yeah.
So we played tennis in gym class for 3 months straight, and the kid that was definitely on the spectrum that would get way too hyped about tennis. He's like, I play Wii tennis a lot, so I know I'm gonna be good at this. That was his logic. And he's like, I play a lot of Wii tennis, so I'm gonna fucking crush.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, man, cool. So there's obviously more kids than there are tennis courts because there's only 4 courts. So we're waiting our turns. So everyone will be lined up, and you'll do a couple drills or whatever. I don't know what they're called in tennis, hitting back and forth. And dude, this kid, the first time up to bat, gets on the tennis, and he's serving to this girl with just huge tits.
Okay.
This girl, Anne Marie. Shouts out Anne Marie. I think you have a kid from what I've heard, and I respect that. Kudos to you.
Yeah.
But
lucky, fuck, I wish that was that baby.
Dude, so she had huge tits and quite a sizable nose. So obviously this is part of the formation of who I became today.
Yeah.
And so this other kid, we'll call him Nick.
Okay.
Because that was his name. And he takes the tennis ball and throws it up something you've seen an anime, throws it up and just fucking with the power of God slams this tennis ball. And it goes right into Anne Marie's face like a fucking rocket. Beelines, hits her in the nose. She starts screaming, of course. Yeah. Blood just shoots down all over her cleavage. And I was like, this is going to change my sexuality forever. Because I was 3 feet and she just got her tits out. And by the way, this was senior year, so we're all 18. So this is an okay memory to have.
Yeah.
And it hits her nose and just the blood just all so much, a comical amount of blood. Mm-hmm. Just you've seen a Japanese movie where you cut someone's arm off and they just shoot blood for an hour.
Yeah.
That happened with her nose because it was such a big nose and just running down into the cleavage, in between the crack of the cleavage of her tits. And I was like,
that tennis ball Kill Billed her nose.
Yeah, Kill Billed her nose. And when I was just, and I got to stare at the cleavage because everyone was in shock, looking oh my God, is she okay? I'm like, oh my God, is she okay?
Oh my God.
And so that I think permanently.
Can I clean up that blood for you?
I think that permanently warped my sexuality. So thank you. Shouts out to Nick for doing that.
Nuts, dude.
No.
What a great memory.
I do remember there was a kid with a similarly name.
Yeah.
He was Indian. And he was super smart. He was not our valedictorian, but he was top 5.
Okay.
Everyone was like, "Oh my God, he's so smart. He's gonna go off be a killer in the world."
Yeah.
And he got in. I think he got into MIT. It was so really good school for engineering. Everyone was like, "Man, good for him." And apparently, what I heard is he went to school, and he flunked out in his first year and dropped out, never went back to college because what he did is he got way too into Magic the Gathering and started taking his student loan money and using it to buy rare Magic cards, and then would just play Magic the Gathering for hours a day instead of going to class or doing his assignments.
Okay.
And flunked out of school over Magic the Gathering.
Oh, holy shit!
Which I always just thought was crazy. It's not that funny of a story. It's just that actually Magic the Gathering's what took you out.
He had so
not
much
drugs
promise.
Or alcohol or gambling or something. It was Magic, the trading card game that's arguably for middle schoolers took you out. Yeah.
I now summon Pot of Greed.
bro spent $10K of what was supposed to go to his dorm fees on Magic the fucking Gathering cards.
That's crazy as hell.
Just buying $500 cards.
Now he's the kid in Stranger Things who started the Hellfire School.
Yeah, that just goes to show, no matter how smart you are, still be dumb.
We all got our vices, motherfucker.
Yeah, we all got our vices. Thank you guys so much for watching this week's episode of You Should Be Worried. My name is Matt Lopes. You can find me everywhere at social media, on social media at Matty Fucko. Twitter is Matthew Jokes. And then also, I don't know, follow the You Should Be Worried podcast on Instagram at You Should Be Worried Pod. The TikTok is at Be Worried Pod. The Twitter is Be Worried Pod, I believe also. Send us an email if you want us to read the email on the podcast. I'll do that shit. Follow the sketches at In the Making ITM. Follow on all social media platforms. You can also follow Ben at BennyBoy_28. Is that everything? Is that who it is on?
And you can follow me, Chris Warren Comedy, on Instagram and TikTok.
That's for last.
For history, content, and my show dates.
Of course, dude. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys next week. We love you. Have a good night. We'll Catch you next time.
God bless.
God bless.